How investors can deal with contaminated sites. By following a timely and measured approach, business owners can protect their investments. Decades of industrialization and rapid growth have left soil and groundwater contaminated at thousands of sites across the U.S. Cleanups are underway at many locations, and growing public concern over the health effects of a wide variety of contaminants has driven the federal government to create a more stringent environmental policy to deal with these issues. Investors and business owners must therefore be aware of how to deal with the impacts that arise from environmental contamination. Known contamination from a spill is most easily dealt with. For example, when a tank or truck rolls over or a storage tank valve fails, it can be quickly identified and reported to the local Department of Natural Resources, DNR. Discovery through analysis is the most frequent way for historic, or older contamination to be uncovered. Field measurements are taken in order to analyze the extent of groundwater and soil contamination. This is the preliminary work needed to form a remediation plan. Regardless of the method used to determine the extent of the contamination, it needs to be reported to the local DNR immediately. A qualified environmental professional should be chosen to formulate a plan of action to deal with specific site contaminants. In recent years, the legal and financial consequences related to environmental problems have grown exponentially. Investors and business owners must realize there may be a need for legal representation, as a result of liabilities from environmental hazards found in soil or water. Clearly defining the issues will help in the selection of professionals required for the cleanup. Specialized environmental services may be required for soil, water and air testing and detailed design. Construction services may be necessary, and laboratory and engineering expertise may also be required to remediate issues. Storage tank removal requires different expertise than does asbestos abatement. The roles of various consultants need to be clearly defined, and firms need to be carefully selected. Select the firm that best meets your environmental and corporate needs, and then negotiate the fees. Once an agreement is finalized, work can begin. A team approach is essential to dealing with any environmental issue. The contractor may be called upon to do the physical removal of tanks or soil and make structural changes to the site to prevent future contamination. The nature of the environmental impacts may require laboratory testing, to determine the extent of cleanup required and the long-term impacts on the surrounding area. The cost of correcting environmental issues is often prohibitive to investors considering the purchase of an industrial site. The burden of remediation will most often fall to the property owner. Avoiding the problem is not an option due to the costly legal, financial and environmental ramifications that can result from contaminants. By following a timely, measured approach, business owners can protect their investment, and secure a future that generations to come will enjoy. Thanks for listening. Find more tips and training on our YouTube channel at bettergrouprealestate.com.